Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. It's good to see everybody. Looks like a few folks are still rolling in, so we'll get started here in a few moments. Momentarily, we will get started. Welcome everyone, welcome everyone. Super excited to see you all today. Today, we honor each and celebrate every leader within the Contingent family. All of you have worked so hard to get to this moment, and we want to take a moment to make sure that we honor your story. Each of you are special with your own unique story, and nothing can take that away from you. Although we were not able to meet and celebrate in person, today we take time to celebrate our leaders within Act 6, city builders, emerging leaders, and ready to rise. Welcome, without further ado, to the Contingent Class of 2020 virtual graduation. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Woohoo.
So we're gonna start things off with a few opening remarks from Sue Embry. Sue is the co-founder of Emerging Leaders, the founder of Saute Kitchen, and chairperson of owner of DHM Research. She believes strongly in developing young leaders of color to build more personal and family prosperity. She is dedicated to increasing diversity and equity in corporate leadership and closing the pay gap. Welcome, Sue Embry.
Thanks, Demetrius. Oh my gosh.
Sue.
Yeah.
Woo. Go.
Welcome 2020 graduates. Yay. I just want you to know that this next hour is to celebrate you. We see you. We know how hard it is out there right now as you wrap up your last days of school. And for some of you, this may be your only graduation ceremony. And I want you to know how special you are. And when I see your names and your beautiful faces as I scroll through this thumbnail constantly, I don't just see a graduate. I see a future CEO, an entrepreneur, and a company founder, a change agent and social entrepreneur who's going to do amazing things in our community. You'll hold the highest positions in government and within our court system. You're going to be our next senators, our judges, our Supreme Court justices. You are going to hold the power, and I can't wait for those moments. You're going to lead the way. So lead, and we're going to follow. We are so proud of you. I'm going to kick it back to Demetrius.
Thank you, Sue, so much. Next, we will transition into our keynote speaker for you all today. It is a pleasure to introduce to you Erin Jones. Erin Jones has been involved in and around schools for the past 26 years. She has taught in a variety of environments, from predominantly Black to predominantly white, to some of the most diverse communities in the nation. Erin received an award as the most innovative foreign language teacher in 2007. While teaching in Tacoma, was the Washington State Milken Educator of the Year in 2008. While teaching in Spokane, she received recognition at the White House in March of 2013 as Champion of Change, and was Washington State's PTA's Outstanding Educator in 2015. After serving as classroom teacher and instructional coach, Erin worked as an executive for 2 states' superintendents. Erin left the office as superintendent of publication instruction in 2012 to work in college access at the school district level. She left her job to run as a candidate for state superintendent. It was the first Black woman to run for any state office in Washington state, a race she lost by a mere 1%. Welcome, Erin Jones.
Woohoo!
Ooh, welcome, Erin.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here. And what is so cool about this, and I don't know if even the folks organizing realize this, but I've sat on the board for Act 6 and Ready to Rise for years. And it is just such an honor to be part of an experience that I've helped to fund and have put blood, sweat, and tears in. I've been involved with Act 6 for the last 18 years, since the very first cohort of students. I read the very first batch of applications to Whitworth University, actually moved my Black family to Spokane to follow my first group of students that I mentored. And so it's just such an honor to be here today with you. I know it is a weird thing to be doing graduation this way. Sitting in my daughter's former bedroom. She's an adult now. She's a college graduate now, but it's weird to be looking at my face instead of at your faces. So I'm trying to imagine. I have seen all the pictures of your faces, so I'm imagining you out there in the ether somewhere. But I just want to say congratulations as a mom, congratulations as an educator, congratulations from a board member that funds a couple of the programs that are represented here. It is really my honor to be with you tonight to celebrate this incredible accomplishment for you. I want to use an analogy here. I played basketball for 40 years. So I just actually turned 49 last week. But I played basketball for 40 years, and I played in 12 countries and tried out for 2 WNBA teams. And at 45, I stopped playing basketball just because, you get to be a little bit older and it's too easy to blow out ankles and knees and all that stuff. And I started running, and I run long distance now, which I never understood why anyone would run without a ball. Like, that has never made sense to me, really. But I've run a number of half marathons now. Everyone asks, on your bucket list, do you ever want to run a marathon? No. I've done so many things on a bucket list. That is not one of them. But I train for half marathons all the time. And I just want to use this analogy that where you are, the road that you are on right now is a marathon. You are training for a marathon. And so some of y'all have been sprinting this last couple of weeks. I'm an educator. My husband is a high school teacher. We have 2 kids that are in college right now. I have one that just finished his first year of grad school and another one that's in college. And you have been sprinting in the last couple of weeks, probably. Right now it's time to rest a little bit, and that's okay. That's okay. You are training for the long haul, and you've reached a mile marker in your life, but it's not the beginning of the race, and it's not the end of the race. You've reached a mile marker, and you have all of these other mile markers that are about to come. And so as I think about the journey you're on, and I think about where my own children are and the students that I've been serving students for 30 years now. I started doing work in August of 1990. So this is 30 years of working with young people now. I want to encourage you in a few ways, just some lessons that I try to live by as I run this marathon that is my journey. I am a racial equity trainer now and a public speaker, and this is a tough season of life, right? Like, COVID was hard already. And then, of course, you have Ahmaud Arbery, and you have Breonna Taylor. And then in Tacoma, we have Manny Ellis, who was also killed. And then, of course, George Floyd. And this is a really tough time for Black and brown folks in this country. But I have to remind myself that this is a marathon. And as a racial equity trainer, this is the work I do, is I talk to mostly white audiences about racial justice. And I've had to remind myself this week of the lessons that I try to live by. And they're really important, especially right now in this difficult time in our country's history. And here are the 3 lessons that I want to offer to you as my words of advice. I don't ever give advice that I'm not willing to live in. Number 1, I challenge you to put your gifts out into the world. Put your best self. Even right now, What are those things that are your skills and talents that you've been given by God, that you've learned how to do over time? Don't worry so much about the money. Just be willing to put those gifts and talents out into the world. And one of the things I will tell you at almost 50 years old is that that stuff will come back to you in a lot of really powerful ways. And so I want to challenge you as you hit this mile marker to think about what are your best qualities? What are those things that you're able to do that most people around you can't? I want to challenge you to put those out into the world. Number 2, I want to challenge you to practice gratitude. You know, being joyful and happy and sad and angry, those are all natural emotions. And right now we're probably feeling a little bit of that all the time. Gratitude, being thankful, is something you actually have to practice. It's like a muscle. You know, I played basketball for 40 years and we always had to shoot layups. Every practice, even into college, I played college basketball. We had to practice shooting layups. And I remember thinking in college, like, I already learned how to do this. Why are we still practicing layups? Because you have to develop muscle memory. You want it to be so natural. You've done it so many thousands of times that your body just naturally, you don't have to think about it anymore. Gratitude is like that. You got to build that muscle. It doesn't naturally happen. And so I want to encourage you to build that muscle of gratitude right now, especially right now when things have all seemed to fall apart. Kind of our normal is not normal anymore. I want to challenge you every single day to find at least one thing to be grateful for and just practice that gratitude muscle, because it will change how you see your world. Okay. So I'm going to challenge you, first of all, put out your best into the world. Give your gifts out to the world. They will come back to you. Secondly, practice that muscle of gratitude. And thirdly, and maybe most importantly, take care of yourselves. You know, I've been flying since I was 5 years old. I was born in the United States, but raised across the ocean, across the country and across the ocean in the country of the Netherlands. And we flew on a plane for the first time in 1976 when I was 5 years old. And I remember on that plane, just like every time I fly, they tell you, you know, if the plane crashes, put the air mask on yourself first before you help your child. It's the same right now. I need you to practice putting the air mask on for yourself. And one of my rules for myself right now, even and especially when things are hard, and they are hard right now. I just had my 4th friend die on Friday. Since February, I've had 4 friends die. So let's forget about COVID and all that stuff. This has been an incredibly tough season in my life. But I believe it's really important that I put the air mask on myself. And so here's how I practice self-care. It's really important to me. Every day I feed my spirit, mind, and body. Every single day I do something to feed my spirit, mind, and body. And so whether you're a person of faith or you're just somebody that practices yoga or whatever you do, tend to your spirit self. Because as an educator right now, and I'm not a classroom teacher exactly right now, but I was a classroom teacher for a long time. My greatest fear right now for K-12 students is that their spirits are broken. And if we don't tend to the spirits of the broken spirits of children, we can't lay schoolwork on top of them if their spirits are broken. So tend to your spirit, whatever that means for you. For me, that means that I am listening to gospel music and dancing when no one's watching. I am in my bedroom dancing to my favorite music. That moves my soul. Whatever that thing is for you, tend to your mind. Do something even when there's no homework left. Do something to feed your mind. Be really careful what you're taking in, what your eyes are seeing, what your ears are hearing. Some of y'all need to turn off the news. You may need to shut down social media. Do something to feed your brain every single day. And then lastly, do something to feed your body every day. It's so important that we feed our bodies, and that's food that we put in them. It's also movement. I don't know where Oregon is right now, but where I am in Washington State, we are still pretty much quarantined. We're not doing a lot of moving around, but we can be outside. And so I made a commitment to myself that every day I will walk at least 5 miles. I'm a little crazy, but I run a 5K 3 times a week, and I walk 7 miles on the days when I don't run a 5K. Now, you may not be a super athlete, but you can do something. You got to put the air mask on yourself if you hope to help anyone else. And so I want to encourage you, number one, put your gifts and talents out into the world. You have them. You have incredible. I have not met a student yet in my lifetime who doesn't have gifts and talents to put out into the world. So put that out into the world. Number 2, practice gratitude. Practice that muscle. Create muscle memory around gratitude, where when you don't practice that in a day, you feel it. You know, oh my gosh, I got to go back and do that practicing of gratitude. And then thirdly, care for yourself, your body. I want to read you a poem that's my favorite poem that I read as much for y'all as I read it from. I'm reading it for me too, because I need this right now. This is a poem that was read by Nelson Mandela the day that he became president of South Africa. And it's my prayer for us, for all of us in this moment. And many of you have probably heard this poem before. It was written by Marianne Williamson. It's called Our Deepest Fear. But it is my prayer for us and my prayer for you. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as the children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give permission to others to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So students, congratulations on a well-fought career in school. Remember, this is just 1 mile marker. Go out and be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aaron, for those encouraging fire words. A lot of that resonated with me as well, so we appreciate that. Moving forward, this is an opportunity for us to really captivate the mission of this day and this time, which is to tell your story, to celebrate your story, to honor your story. So we're going to have a couple of our very own scholars and leaders within the Contingent family share a couple of words of their experiences, their story, and it's a few words they just want to share with all of us. So first and foremost, I'd like to introduce to you my man, Bryce McCann. Ready to rise. Let's go, Bryce.
Shout out to Bryce.
Bryce.
Let's go, Bryce.
Where you at, Bryce?
What up?
Yeah. Yeah,
Can everyone
baby.
see me? Can everyone hear me? Are we good? All right. Thank you guys for having me. Really appreciate it. I'm just gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into the speech here. I don't know about you all, but I know that I'm an overthinker. I spend way too much time thinking about the negative outcomes or perceptions that can happen with just about everything I do. When I joined Ready to Rise 3 years ago, I felt like I needed to try something new. All throughout high school, my overthinking was at an all-time high. I was painfully shy, and I didn't get involved in anything outside of school. As a Ready to Rise scholar, I really pushed myself to branch out of my comfort zone, which was a big focus of our Ready to Rise summer retreats. I even pushed myself so far that I performed at the Ready to Rise talent show, which I would have never thought I would be confident enough to do. Through Ready to Rise, I learned about emerging leaders, which initially I was scared to apply because I didn't think I was ready to get an internship or get an adult job or work in the professional world. I was a DJ. I worked at Little Caesars. I was like, yo, man, this is like my life. But I never thought I'd be able to get an internship, let alone get an internship where I worked with the amazing people that I was able to work with at Every Child and the Contingent. And working alongside these great leaders, these great people, helped me gain more confidence in myself and show me that I'm capable of way more than I think I'm capable of. So my message to the class of 2020 is to not be afraid to push yourself as you transition into this next chapter of your life, and always remember to do what is best for you. Don't let your own overthinking or anybody else's opinion prevent you from obtaining the things you want or the goals you want to achieve. I wouldn't have the opportunity to speak in front of you today had I not branched out and started to believe in myself. My time in college, as well as Ready to Rise and Emerging Leaders, helped me to really find myself. and I want you all to stay true to yourselves as you continue your respective journeys. Thank you.
Woo!
Love that, Bryce.
Great
Yes,
job,
Bryce.
Yes, Bryce.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Bright.
Yes, sir. Next up, we're going to hear from Graceland Inlet from Act 6.
Chill.
Go ahead, do your thing, girl.
All right, Grace,
Graceland.
what you got, girl?
Oh my goodness, I am very nervous. But I will start. Rananim, greetings to you all. My name is Graceland Inlet, and I am from the beautiful islands of Chuuk in the Federated States of Micronesia.
Woo.
I am so humbled and grateful to be in this space and to speak with you all. Shout out to my Act 6 Cadre 10 from George Fox. You all mean so much to me. I am incredibly grateful for the resources that the Act 6 Scholarship has awarded me, as they've helped with the unjust financial barriers of higher education. Attending a white dominant institution and navigating a system that is not built for us has definitely been challenging. For me, building relationship with other scholars made all the difference, and I was able to continue the tradition of empowerment through mentorship. I want to acknowledge the hardship we have endured. On top of our stories, we fought multiple systems of injustice. For many of us, this degree represents more than just academic achievement. It shows our resilience and strength of ourselves and our communities. We are also graduating at a historic time.
Not to keep on touch.
We as leaders are entering a new era in our lives, and so is the world. For many of us as first generation students and members of under-resourced communities, this COVID-19 pandemic has amplified the systemic oppression and challenges that we have faced. When in the classroom, I remember discussions around police brutality and climate change, and getting a sense from some other students that these were just historic topics separate from our current reality. For many of us, we have carried the weight of oppressions with us through our lives, and this oppression made no exception as we continue through our education. The Black Lives Matter movement is not a new movement or trend, but the result of centuries of unheard trauma. However, there is light that shines through the cracks in the system, and the time for change has come. To quote someone I admire, Kathy Jetnil Kitchener, a climate change warrior for our islands, we deserve to do more than just survive. We deserve to thrive. I want to recognize the accomplishment that we all have as scholars. There's so much work and tremendous healing to be done, but tonight we are deserving of a celebration. Everything that we have been through is laying the foundation to create the world that we want to and deserve to see. Thank you for our families, our parents, community members, mentors, faculty, and all those that have sacrificed and invested in us. We honestly would not have been here today without you all. Congratulations, Contingent Class of 2020. We are not drowning, we are fighting. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes,
Go,
Yes,
Graceland.
good
So
job.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chook.
Wow.
Shout out to Chook.
Let's go, Graceland.
Graceland, I didn't know you would. I didn't know that. Okay, sorry guys, I'm too excited. Good job.
Yes.
Hey, Graceland could talk like that. We hiring Graceland. What you doing next? I mean, you gotta-
You got some positions.
Yes. So without further ado, this is the time when we are going to honor each leader, each scholar within the programs, within the initiatives, within the movements of the contingent. So we're going to start things off with our high school graduates. And so from there, we're going to go into our college graduates. So without further ado, let's get it popping. First things first, we're going to start off with Angela Amaya.
Woo!
From Woodburn Academy of Arts and Science and Technology. She will be attending Warner Pacific University. And a quote of hers is, she's thankful to her family, Act 6, and Warner Pacific. Maya, y'all.
let's
Angela,
give it up for
Mike,
Angela. Woohoo!
Carlos Cruz from McNary High School. He will be attending Corbin University. One of his favorite quotes are, a consistence throughout all of my life was that in each and every era of my life, so far I have not known what I am doing.
Congratulations, Carlos.
Kiara Batega, graduating from Roosevelt High School, attending Warner Pacific University. One of her favorite quotes is, everyone is moving and growing at a different pace. I have to remind myself that there is not one way to do things. Everyone has a different path, and I have to trust my process.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
Ella Hernandez Guerrema, graduating from Forest Grove High School. One of her favorite memories from high school is being selected to represent Oregon over in Canada for a wrestling tournament. Let's go.
Woo, let's go, Ella.
Next up, we have Emily Medina from McNary High School. She will be attending Corbin University, and one of her favorite quotes is, overthinking will not overcome fear and doubt, but action will.
Woohoo, let's give it up.
Esmeralda Perez Enterin, graduating from Madison High School. She will be attending Corbin University. One of her favorite quotes is, stars could not shine without darkness.
Let's go, Esmeralda. Congratulations.
Ethan Belisco, graduating from Gladstone. He will be attending Warner Pacific University. One of his quotes are, all the adversity I've had in my life, all the troubles and obstacles have strengthened me. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world.
Woohoo! Congrats.
Fidel Garcia Morales, graduated from McNary High School. He will be attending Warner Pacific University. One of his favorite quotes are, what would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything?
You did it, Fidel. Woohoo!
Francesca Magada, graduated from David Douglas High School. She will be attending George Fox University. One of her favorite memories from high school was when the varsity girls and boys basketball team went to Orlando, Florida. Let's go.
Woohoo! Congrats.
Gabby Escora Ricab from Jefferson High School. She will be attending Corbin University. Her quote is, I am proud to be the first from my family to attend university, and I thank everyone who has helped me through my high school journey.
Woohoo, you did that, Gabby.
Yes. Grace Buchanan, graduated from Cleveland High School. She will be attending Gonzaga University. One of her favorite quotes are, doing the best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment. Let's go.
Let's go, Grace. Woohoo!
Isabel Cota, graduating from McKay High School. She will be attending Corbin University. One of her quotes are, press on toward the goal to win the heavenly prize, upward call of God and Jesus Christ. Yes, Isabel.
Congrats, Isabel.
Next, we have Cameron Berry, graduated from Centennial High School. He will be attending Warner Pacific University. One of his favorite quotes are, keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep asking why. Don't settle for what you already know. Never stop believing in the power of your ideas, your imagination, your hard work to change the world.
Congratulations, Cameron.
Lydia Valdez, she graduated from McNary High School. She will be attending Corbin University. Her quote is this, I'm thankful for everyone who has shaped me into the person I am today. And for the people who will meet me, for the people who I will meet, who will help me shape me into the person I will become. I dedicate my hard work and achievements to God, my family, and the people who have surrounded me with nothing but love and support. Yes, Lydia.
Congratulations.
Meraki Wandwosen from David Douglas. She will be attending George Fox University. One of her favorite memories from high school is seeing 3,000 different faces of students from school assemblies fitting into one gym.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Woo!
Marianne Izat from Reynolds High School. She will be attending Warner Pacific University. Her favorite quote is, to live outside of God's will puts us in danger. To live in his will makes us dangerous.
All right. Woohoo! Congrats.
Peter Tran from Centennial High School. He will be attending George Fox University. One of his favorite memories are senior homecoming and student government. Yes, Peter.
Congratulations,
Peter.
Rachel Espinoza from Woodburn High School. She will be attending George Fox University. One of her favorite quotes are, "She believed she could, so she did."
Congratulations.
Woo!
Renea Walbridge. She graduated from North Salem. She will be attending Corbin University. One of her favorite quotes are, "The only tired I was tired of giving in."
I heard that. Congratulations.
Rosarina Chippen from Benson Polytechnic. She will be attending George Fox University. One of her favorite quotes are, "Faith it until you make it."
Woohoo! Congrats.
Hey.
Sandra Montez graduated from South Albany. She will be attending George Fox University. One of her favorite quotes are, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand."
Woohoo! You did it,
Let's go,
Sandra.
Stefan Lamari graduated from Tualatin High School. He will be attending Warner Pacific University. Angani is a total state of awareness. Only by achieving true anagai can you be prepared for any danger that you may befall before you.
Congratulations. Woohoo!
Valeria Michelle graduated from Jefferson High School. She will be attending Corbin University. One of her favorite quotes is, "Everything happens for a reason."
Congratulations. Woohoo!
Yolanda Diaz Salgado graduating from Forest Grove High School. She will be attending George Fox University. One of her favorite quotes are, "I'm not telling you that it's going to be easy. I'm telling you that it's going to be worth it."
Woohoo!
Yes.
And next, we'll be transitioning into our college graduates. Assistant Director of Emerging Leaders, Nick Poindexter, will have the honor of presenting that to you all.
Let's go, Nick.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So yeah, let's get to it. So first up, we have Alicia Lee. She's graduating from Pacific University, and she shared a couple quotes. "Everything happens for a reason, and life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it."
Congratulations, Alicia. Woohoo!
Next up, we have Andrea Macias. She's graduating from Warner Pacific University, and her quote that she shared was, "With God, all things are possible."
Woo! Love the quote. Congratulations. Woohoo!
Next up, we have Andrew Rod, graduating from Portland State University. He shared, "Thankful for the opportunities from the Emerging Leaders Program and to the friends that I made here. I have and will continue to cherish our memories and success together."
Love it. Way to go, Andrew. Congratulations.
Woo-hoo! Congrats.
Next up, we have Bryce McCann. He's graduating from University of Washington, Tacoma, and his quote was, "Think less, do more."
Bryce is the GOAT. Go check him out. I just shared the SoundCloud of his music. Go check it.
Next, we have Carly Cogburn. She's graduating from Warner Pacific University, and she shared, well, that was really sort of perfect.
I love the quote. Good job, Carly. Way to go.
Next up, we have Christine Wong. She's graduating from Oregon State University, and she shared, "The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step."
Way to go, Christine. One of the best quotes out there. Congratulations. Woohoo!
Next, we have David Pascual Matias. He's graduating from George Fox University, and he shared, "A college experience is a Friends episode," the one with the documentary.
Oh, I love it. I'm loving seeing these quotes right now. Way to go, David. Good job, brother.
Next up, we have Ernesto Martinez, graduating from Portland State University, and he shared, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor."
Absolutely, Ernesto. Congratulations to you, brother.
Next, we have Evangeline Matley, graduating from Warner Pacific University, and she shared love with no fear.
Congratulations, Evangeline. It's so good to see you. Thank you for helping out at our retreat 2 summers ago. Congratulations.
Next up, we have Fatima Ibrahim, and she is graduating from Portland State University, and she shared success is not a destiny, but a journey.
Tell them, sis. Tell them, Fatima. Tell them about it. Congratulations. I love it.
Next up, we have one of our speakers, Gracelyn Inlet, and she is graduating from George Fox University.
Woo, way to go, Gracelyn. Great speech, too.
Hey, Grace. Yes, represent.
Represent Chook. I see it.
Next, we have Jeffrey Martinez, graduating from Portland State University, and he shared, "You never fail until you quit."
Way to go, Jeffrey. Congratulations. Great quote, brother.
Next we have Jose Toledo, and he's graduating. He's graduating from Oregon State University, and he shared, "Actions speak louder than words."
Tell him the truth, Jose. Tell him the truth, brother. Absolutely. Congratulations. Tell him the truth.
Next up, we have Kahe Avai, Kao Naohi, and he's graduating from University of Oregon, and he shared, "If you only do what you can do, you will never be more than you are now."
Woo, way to go. Congratulations, my brother. Way to go.
Thank you.
Next, we have Katia Mendez Sanchez, and she's graduating from Portland State University, and she shared, "Don't rush the process. Everyone's path is different. Never compare yourself to others. This isn't a competition. You are your own competition."
Absolutely. Way to talk about it. Way to go. Congratulations to you.
Next up, we have Nali Setha Vongsak, and she's graduating from Portland State University, and she shared, "I feel very privileged," and this is personally from her, "I feel very privileged to be the first in my family to graduate college and have access to information to critically think about the world and have the confidence to believe in myself rather than making myself small."
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Thank you for stepping up and being the first in your family. Congratulations to you.
Next up, we have Naomi Fortunel Bautista, and she's graduated from George Fox University, and she shared a quote, "Sometimes it's the people no one imagines anything of that do the thing no one can imagine."
Way to go, Naomi. Congratulations. We're all proud of you. Way to go.
Next, we have Pamela Domingo, and she's graduating from Warner Pacific University, and she shared, "The key to success is to play the hand you were dealt with like it was the hand you wanted."
Go ahead and talk about it, Pamela. Congratulations. Woohoo.
Next up, we have Rihanna Eklund, and she's graduating from Portland State University, and she shared, "Nothing is as bad as you think it is."
Oh my gosh, man, that's such a cute baby there too. Congratulations. Way to go.
Next, we have Ruben Estrada Herrera, and he's graduating from Warner Pacific University, and he shared, "The first duty of a man is to think for himself."
Oh, great quote, and Ruben is a straight G. Shout out to Ruben for volunteering for the
go,
Ready to
Ruben.
Rise. Come on, Ruben. Good job, buddy.
Next, we have Sabrina Cerqueira, and she's graduating from Lewis and Clark College, and she shared, "Having personal transformation is part of the method."
Absolutely. Way to go, Sabrina. We're so proud of you, Lewis and Clark. Shout out to Lewis and Clark.
Next, we have Savannah Lee, graduating from Warner Pacific University, and she shared a quote, "It's time to stand up and fight for yourself. It's time to acknowledge your strengths and let them be seen. It's time to accept your flaws and know that they simply make you human."
Shout out to Savannah. I know your mama, and she's dope, and it's no wonder why you're doing the great things you're doing. Congratulations.
Next up, we have Tegan White. She's graduating from Portland State University, and she shared, "Let July be July. Let August be August. And let yourself just be even in the uncertainty. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to solve everything. And you can still find peace and grow in the wild of changing things."
Tegan, beautiful message. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
And lastly, we have Tiffany Rivera DiLucho, and she's graduating from Oregon State University. And she shared all that your ancestors had to go through for you to be here, and you doubt yourself? How dare you? You come from a legacy of survival that is never to be questioned.
Let's go, Tiffany. Beautiful message. Way to end it. Woo! Let's give us some love. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, let's just
I'll
give
pass it back, yeah.
big celebration, round of applause for all the graduates real quick.
Yes!
Clap. Virtual clap.
Congratulations!
Yeah. Congrats to everyone. Right now, we're gonna take a moment to watch this video put together of all the support, all the family of those each who has graduated, just to honor and let them know that we're thankful for all your love and support throughout the journey. And there you have it. Where would we be without family? Where would we be without support? Those that are in our corner cheering us on, that are there for us to pick us up when we're down and to help us along the way. So shout out to all the family out there that's been just cheering us on, supporting and with which and every capacity. We're super thankful for you. And now we're going to transition to our alumni speaker, Renee Alum. She's going to share a few words on behalf of the emerging leaders within the contingent. Renee is a multiple hat wearing, curious problem solver, originally from South Carolina. She attended Lewis and Clark College from 2014 to 18 and majored in rhetoric and media studies with a minor in entrepreneurship. She participated in Emerging Leaders program both her junior and senior year. Upon graduating, helped the ELI Alumni Network. Welcome, Renee alums.
Yeah, Renee.
Woo, Renee.
Yeah.
Renee.
Love it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thumbs
Yep.
up. Great. So congratulations. For many reasons, your class will go down in history. So I'm here to say but wait, there's more. It's a plug specifically for our Emerging Leaders program, the Alumni Network. So as mentioned, I head the Eli Alumni Network and manage all communication with over 200 plus past interns. And I'm here to let you all know, if you aren't aware already, that the Emerging Leader program extends way beyond just an internship. It is a commitment to cultivate an intentional community and family that is there for you wherever your career takes you. We offer events, resources, and different programming to help aid and support your journey, which range from fun outings. When we used to be able to go outside, we did escape rooms. Also, we hosted intimate dinners at Garasa with our ELI founders. And up and coming next month, we're actually partnering with the Portland Housing Center to learn about budgeting and investing, tools and home ownership to help alumni build generational wealth. So lastly, I hope all the ELI interns know that the Alumni Network is here for you. And you will most likely be seeing my face more over this summer. And welcome to our family, and we're so lucky to have you. Thank you. Congrats.
Awesome.
Thank you, Renee.
We want to encourage all the graduates from college to continue to stay connected to those, whether that's a cohort or cadre or whatever. Just continue to press into those relationships, continue to build network and build that synergy moving forward. We know that it doesn't just stop here. We can continue these long-lasting relationships to help us throughout the journey. We're in this together. So with that being said, We're going to have some closing remarks from Ryan Buchanan, and he's going to share a few words with you all. But just for a quick little bio, Ryan Buchanan is a social for-profit entrepreneur who co-founded a Pathway to Leadership program for professionals of color called Emerging Leaders, as well as the co-founder and CEO of data-driven digital marketing agency Thesis. His life purpose is to create loving community among leaders to close the equity gap. Give it up for Ryan Buchanan.
All right.
Right
Thank
on,
you.
Ryan.
Well, I get the fun job of really celebrating you. So for all of you who have family members and friends who are watching the live stream, you haven't had a chance to see the 1,000+ messages on the chat Zoom thread of just all the love and support that we're giving to these 50 graduates in the class of 2020. I know it just, I was tearing up a couple times. So I don't know about you, but my inspiration tank is full. So I just want to kind of recap what I heard real quick. So we heard from Renee Alums, who just told us about, and she's leading this amazing Emerging Leaders Alumni Network that you all can get involved with, whether you graduate from college or at some point. We heard from Gracelyn, who just inspired us with this notion that light that shines through the cracks in our broken system in America, and the time for change is now. We're not drowning, we're fighting. Like that, I wrote that down. We heard from Bryce, who said, don't overthink it and just confidently go. We heard from Aaron Jones, who reminded us that you are training for the long haul. Your journey is a marathon, and that starts with self-care and every day feeding your mind, body, and spirit. And lastly, Sue Embry kicked it all off with us as CEOs and speakers and all that. We're actually following you. You are our leaders, and you're our hope and inspiration. So I just wanted to just celebrate you and everybody who's on this call. You have a powerful voice. Please use it now more than ever. We need to hear it. So if there's ever that negative self-talk that comes in your head, you might get imposter syndrome a little bit. No, and I know this is a reminder because I've seen it. I've seen it with some of the interns that that I've gotten involved with Christine and Ernesto and Tiffany and Grace and Kahia Vai is about to intern. And I just know that all of you do speak up, and I just want to continue to remind and encourage that because we need that now. We as CEOs and speakers and leaders, we need your voice. So I get the fun part. I get the fun part of there was a gift that you all received, and it said, don't open it till 8 p.m. tonight, but I'm saying have it handy right there. And I want to give each of you 20 seconds. And that 20 seconds is if you have any friends or family members in your, wherever you are right now, either shout or go run and grab them and bring them to the screen. And I want you to open this gift together. So do that now. And maybe some of them are watching on the YouTube live stream, but I'm going to give you 20 seconds to do that, and then we're going to open the gift. Go. And I've got so my daughter Grace
and Amani, can we get to the full screen? Can we close out of this slide
that'd
deck
be great.
and we can see more people?
Thank you. Yes, that's beautiful. Okay, so if you can all open the gift right now, that would be fantastic. So we actually haven't seen what's inside there. So can some of y'all show us what you're seeing? I do know. Okay, but inside there's some goodies in there, and I know that some of the there's some fixins for mocktails. If you're not drinking age, it's going to be a mocktail, not a cocktail. And then there's also some noisemakers in there somewhere. So this is gonna probably sound really chaotic and muffly and really bad for the YouTube live streamers, but for right now, we're not gonna care about that, and we're gonna have everybody go off of mute, not you though. Everybody go off of mute, and we wanna make some noise. We wanna, if you've got, you know, even if you got a baby sleeping in your house, Tyler, like make some noise. Yeah, did y'all see that? Are there some like little confetti or noise makers? Let's celebrate you. Don't point it at anyone's face, all right? Don't point it at my face.
Scared.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Let's go.
Love you guys. Y'all should be proud of yourselves. This is so
Congratulations.
No, you're always loved.
Thank you guys for the box.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, it can't end on me. Amani, Nick, Demetrius, you know, you all, Felicia, you all did all the work. I got the fun part, so you got to take some of the fun over for me.
Definitely. Just super excited and cool just to see everybody's face on the screen. Just like, it's just amazing to me. But also, I just want to encourage Felicia, if you just want to share just a couple words of, as executive director of our Empowering Leaders Division, just a few words of encouragement as we send everybody off with joy and excitement.
Yes, Felicia.
Felicia, you're on mute.
I just want to tell you guys that you are our next generation, and we know how hard this last 90 days for you especially, and we just wanted to honor you, and we wanted you to know we love you. We wanted you to know that we are your family, your community. We want you to know that we have your backs as you develop and lead us into the future. And we wanted to give you this gift to say, you guys now all have each other. Look at the screen and look at all the other leaders that surround you. This is your family. This is your cohort. This is your community. And as you end tonight, just remember that we are always here for you. The contingent has your back. And never, never, never forget that. Thank you, you guys. And have a good rest of your night.
Woo! We love you guys.
Love you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Y'all did that thing. Absolutely.
Y'all have a great night. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Pon la cámara y te lo
Bye.
Bye.